Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. Today is Thriving Thursday. It is November 12th. I am very, very excited to be here with you this morning. We've got some great training in store for us. And first, just a couple of quick announcements. Our quote of the day is, knowing others is intelligence, knowing yourself is true wisdom, mastering others is strength, and mastering yourself is true power. Lao Tzu. We've got our nationals dates to take note of. If you were on a little bit earlier this morning, I played a Generally Speaking by Bob Snyder, and he talked all about nationals. And something I took away from that video this morning is how, nationals really takes this business from your head to your heart. And I achieved that a long time ago. But I don't know that all of my team has gotten in that space. And so I thought that was good that he mentioned, if you're there, great, but make sure that your team gets to the conference, because this is really where it shifts from your head to your heart. Renatus is an incredible company, and it's important that our team understands that to its depth and core. So March 18th through the 20th is our national conference. Unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing each other in person. It's really, really different when we're able to see each other and just feel that energy, but we're working with what we've got. We're going to be meeting online for our national conference. And our conference in 2020 was also online, and it turned out really, really incredible. It was a lot of fun. So definitely excited to see you all there, March 18th through the 20th of 2021. We've also got our Leaders Retreat dates, August 13th through the 17th. Cross your fingers, hope that we can go. I'm really, really excited to see you all in Cabo. We've added a lot of value to our daily and weekly support systems. We've got a weekly private capital masterclass happening each and every Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Dane Clark has been very successful with building private capital over the last 5 years with Renatus, and everything he learned is from our courses, our classes that talk about how to build private capital. So Dane is actually the one facilitating that, and he's helping guide us through conversations and just how to build capital for our businesses. So meet us there every Thursday at 6 p.m. We also have a daily real estate action mastermind happening every day after our morning marketing call. So from 9 a.m. to 9:45 Mountain Time. Watch your classes, bring questions, analyze deals, bring questions on that. And it's really, really an awesome mastermind with a lot of experienced people, also just all levels, people like me who are just kind of just getting started with the real estate business, and people like Michael who've got lots of experience. So make sure you're tuning into the Dream Call. It's been very powerful. We also have our fabulous Friday morning with Lily Protes. Lily's had a lot of success with Renatus, and she spends an hour with us on Friday morning to share what's been working for her. We also have our Get to Know You call from noon to about 12:20. It's only about 20 minutes long, and that's every day, Monday through Friday. And Scott Rowe and Michael Huggins have put this together, and it's all about sharing stories. And so this is built for your guests. Make sure you get your guests tuned in to the Zoom up calls. You can join those by just typing into your web browser bit.ly/zoomup with a capital Z. Send that over to your guests. Make sure you get your guests registered in Helios so that you're getting your guests protected under you. If you haven't already, I hope you guys can hear me okay. We have a website that Michael and his team put together, oes.com. The OES is the optional event subscription. You'll just want to watch the short 6-minute video that's on the website that talks about what the OES is and why it's important to be a part of that. I did not get a chance to fill this in last night, but we did do an awesome house tour last night with Ryan Black and the team in Utah. We actually did a house tour of Ryan's house, the house that he built from scratch. And all of the funds that he used to go towards this deal was funds from a previous deal, which was a 6-plex that he had sold. And he bought that 6-plex from funds from a previous deal. So it's really, really cool to see that domino effect of what can potentially happen for you in the future once you get the ball rolling with your real estate business. So I will make sure to get those numbers filled in for us tomorrow, but congratulations, Ryan. It was an incredibly inspiring story. I had a couple guests there and they loved it. So make sure you're tuning into those weekly house tours every Wednesday. Here is a snapshot of our weekly reoccurring events. Our profits intro is every Tuesday at 12:30 Mountain Time. We've got people joining from all over the world. It's been a lot of fun. Michael Huggins is doing a great job at presenting our profits education. And as I just mentioned, we have a house tour every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Make sure you tune into that. Each week is different. Maybe there's been one or two redos of a house that someone's working on, but it's a different part in the process. So they're always different and it's a lot of fun. It's a great exposure for your guests. So make sure you're tuning in every Wednesday. And every Thursday, we have so much going on, so much to choose from and so much support. Every Thursday at 7 p.m., we have our house tour in Spanish. We've got a Pillars of Wealth presentation talking all about the Renatus education. We have our follow-up and funding webinar, an onboarding session for newer students, and guests are also welcome. We have an essentials mastermind offered in English and Spanish. We have a business development study group, real estate study groups on fix and flip, wholesaling, multifamily, and short-term rental. We do record our trainings here this morning. We have them both on Facebook Live as well as on YouTube. Just if you're not a part of the Renatus Team Elevate page, just request to be a part of that and we'll get you added. There's a lot of important announcements there and you can always catch these recordings. And then we have a YouTube channel dedicated to all these recordings, as well as the Zoom up calls can be found there, those 15-minute stories that I mentioned. So just type in Elevate Renatus on YouTube and you can either do Money Monday, Take Off Tuesday. That's going to help you find the trainings for these morning marketing calls, and then just type in Zoom up and you'll find all of those 15-minute recordings that you can send out to your guests. Okay, so today we get to learn from Wanda Carrasquillo. Wanda has been training with us now for, I think, over a year, just as far as these morning trainings go. And Wanda has had a lot of success with Renatus. And what I love about what her trainings focused on Thursdays is that they're focused on mindset and personal growth, which all of us know that mindset is absolutely critical to get a handle of in order to move up in life and in business. So every Thursday, Wanda is sharing with us what's on her mind with mindset and personal development and how to tie it into our business. Before Renatus, Wanda had earned herself 2 master's degrees in education. She was born in Puerto Rico, and despite many life challenges, she was succeeding in many ways in her career, but only to an extent where she would hit a ceiling every time she tried to reach higher. So she was trading time for money at the time, and I think a lot of us can definitely relate with that. She definitely has an entrepreneurial spirit. She was always looking to start different businesses on the side, but none of those ever took off for her at the time. Wanda did find Renatus eventually, and it was about 4 years ago when she found Renatus. Because of Renatus, her entrepreneurial spirit has been able to really, really show and shine. She has, let's see, in her first 8 months with Renatus, she earned 6 figures in the marketing side of the business, which is incredible, and has continued to do so each year after. Wanda has also completed around 20 real estate transactions. She's on the PIT team with our CEO, Bob Snyder. She's in training to be on the PAC, the President's Advisory Council. And she's built a large team of entrepreneurs to succeed as she has. So I'm very grateful to learn from Wanda each and every Thursday. Make sure you take notes. Good morning, Wanda. How are you?
Good morning, Kelly. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
I don't have the head, but okay. If you hear me okay, that's perfect. All right, guys. I'm very excited. Thank you, Kelly, for putting these calls together. I know that you dedicate so many hours and everything to make sure that everything runs smoothly here. And thank you, everybody who is in the line right now. If you have some team members that you want to invite, just tell them to come, because I don't know, something that I am passionate about is about personal development and how we can shift our mindset and shift our way of thinking into improving our lives, and then everything else will fall into place. To me, I think that once you reach that level of understanding and that level of confidence, then your business will flourish. And that's what we want. I was this week, I prepared for the week and for these calls, and every time, every day, I'm kind of picking up some ideas. And I remember that Bob Snyder has been dedicating some time in the founders webinar to talk about the negotiating skills. And that is something that we need, but we need to improve ourselves to get to that point of negotiating with our prospects in real estate, but also negotiating the deals with real estate, but negotiating also with the prospect that we have for marketing. So the first thing that he aligned like the formula. So take notes of this. The first item is the situation. You have to analyze the situation. If that person doesn't have a need and you don't seek the situation that they are in, they're not going to trust you. They are not going to be safe, and they're not going to come into the business. And that is exactly what it says. The purpose, people need to be safe, feel safe and trusted. If they feel safe with you, if they feel safe with the product, then they can trust you and then they can buy. So little by little, that's what you need to start building. And I have an experience this weekend because I went to Troy's event and it was absolutely amazing. I learned so much, and I just with so many ideas, but they were pretty much, most of us, we were like 19 people, and most of us were from Renatus, and then about maybe 4 or 5 were not. So you imagine everybody trying to grab the attention from these ones. I just observe and observe. I just sit back a little bit and observe. And I'm like, oh my goodness. In one occasion, one guy was at the table and 3 ICMs around just trying to teach everything about Renatus. And I'm just, I had my eggs on a row, so I knew how I was going to play this. But I started by building the relationship. So luckily, and this is something that he may listen to it because I've been posting this in the group, and this guy and joined my group. But basically, I picked them up from the airport to people and then brought them in. And in the middle of the 2 hours drive, hey, I'm talking about my deals and all of that. But it was like building the friendship, building that confidence first, analyzing the situation, where they at. You cannot just, hey, you need this. These are my earphones. You need them. Kelly, buy them, you need them. I don't even know if you have them. I don't even know if you cannot use it. I don't even know if what you have now for your headsets are good enough for you. And I don't even know if you can afford it. So I have to analyze the situation with the person. Then understand the situation, listen to what they are telling you. And then, if Kelly and I are talking about headsets, and I'm just pushing this, she's not going to trust me. Remember that people don't want to buy, they don't want to be sold, even though they want to buy. So then analyze the pain. Check their pain. Oh, if Kelly is having trouble with the headset, and every day, every time she starts this call, you see that is blurry and is staticky, then maybe she has a pain. Oh my goodness, every time people I can't hear me and so on. Now I can say, well, these are better, But if she doesn't have a pain and she's comfortable with where she's at, maybe that's not going to be the strategy for me to analyze which pain she has. So analyze the pain. Remember that the pain, you bring a solution. Then you have to enlarge that pain, right? Oh my goodness, Kelly, use those headsets, they're uncomfortable. Then because you are attached to your phone, if you move, you can, how many times you move, and then you iPad or your iPhone wants to go with you. So it's better to have them wireless. So that way you enlarge that pain and then you give the solution. And you have to release the pain, and you release the pain when you provide an answer for that. And there are 3 things that are important. So basically you're gonna feel how they feel. Oh my goodness, I feel it. I used to have a different headset, but you know, they hurt my ears. And so you pretty much be more compassionate with the person. I know how it feels. So the person know how it feels. I felt the same way. Feel, and then found. But I found that when I bought these ones, I feel more comfortable. I feel more freedom because I can move with my headset and go around, and I don't have to be attached to my iPad. So see how I bring the pain, enlarge it, and then be compassionate that I'm feeling the same way. I used to feel the same way, and then I found a solution. And then she can get back into that solution. But this will not happen until and after I build trust and I build safetyness. She needs to feel safe, and she needs to feel trust. She trusts me, and I have to build that relationship of trust and safe, okay? Often we talk about abundance, and oh, you have to have a mind of abundance. You have to have a mind of a rich mind instead of a poor mind. We talk about this recently, and I came across a podcast. And the person said, you know, we have to shift the abundance mindset into uncertainty and certainty. And I'm like, what is the difference? Yes, I feel that there is abundance all around me. If I look out my window right now, I can see mountains right up in front of me. Huge mountains. These are the Rocky Mountains. So one of the highest mountains in the United States. I see trees around me, 100,000 of leaves that I cannot even count. I see sand, I see things that are in the nature that is in abundance. So everything was created in abundance. If I see my body, my hair, I cannot even count it. How many pores and how many cells I have in my body, I cannot even count it. So basically everything is created in abundance. But if I'm not certain about that, if that has no grain into my body, that I understand that abundance is there and I truly believe it, that uncertainty will not allow me to move. So when we think about abundance, it's not like, oh, all the money, I'm a magnet for money and all of that. No, I have to be certain that really that abundance is there and it belongs to me and I can bring it to me. And that is changing the uncertainty to certainty. In this podcast, they refer to a research that was done in Harvard, and it was the Harvard MIT research. And in this, they were looking about how people engage with each other and so on. And what they found is that things need to be safe and certainty. And that's exactly what we were talking about and that Bob Snyder always have said. People need to find the trust and the safetyness. Then they will buy from you. And this research actually fulfill that and give us more certainty that for sure, we have to have safe and certainty. Everything starts with the feeling. And then from that feeling, of safetyness and that feeling of being certain and safe, then your thoughts are going to start changing. Your brain will absorb and will analyze what is around you, and then it creates a feeling within you. That feeling can be a flight or fight, okay? You can, oh, I gotta get out of here, you know? But also because, and that is gonna give you kind of an energy in your body to make a decision. And sometimes if you don't feel safe, and if you don't feel certainty, what is gonna happen that your body and all that energy in your body is gonna say, you know what, I'm feeling sick. You know what, I don't feel comfortable. And then you reject whatever is being presented to you. So as you continue to interact with your customers, and as you continue to interact with prospects, you need to build that safetyness and build the trust. So when they are actually in this kind of body and energy and having those feelings, they can say, oh, yes, I think I can buy this headset. I really need them. Because you extended that, you enlarge the pain, you create the situation to then bring a solution. That makes sense? So basically, going through those emotions, and this is something that even Woody always said, people need to feel safe and trusted. And I like the quote that you brought, mastering yourself is a true power. So when you create all of this environment, and when you have all of this, you feel safe. Like I first was looking for Renatus. Well, I was looking for real estate, obviously. And I wanted to become these flippers. So wanted to do fix and flip. When my coworker came and said, Wanda, we have this community of investors and we meet every Wednesday. I already knew him. I already trusted him. And then I went to the meeting. And the environment that was in that meeting was one of safetyness. I feel safe. I feel that everybody was pretty much at the same level, looking for improving their lives and so on. That's why I make the decision of purchasing. And yes, now in November 17, I believe it was, when I first purchased my combo. So I'm very excited. My 4-year anniversary is coming up. And like Kelly said, I didn't start promoting the school or anything at the beginning. I basically said, I'm gonna learn to become an investor. And Renatus not only teach investors, but we create investors. I have no clue about what I was getting into it. I knew on the presentation, they talk about velocity banking, they talk about saving in taxes, and they talk about all these 4 pillars of wealth. And I'm like, I'm in. But I didn't really know that I was getting into this commitment pretty much with people around the nation. And now that we are expanding around the world, this is amazing. And then starting to attend national, starting to attend regional, starting to attend these meetings. Even this year where we are meeting from this technology, that we don't see each other, that we cannot hug each other. I came to Utah and I'm seeing some of my team members where I'm like, we cannot hug. Here, the COVID is all over the place. And it's like, I want to assume that everybody has it. So anyway, but I'm like hugging even personally, but you trust the people. You trust them. You know that everything is around the safeness that you want to create. So going back to that example, when this weekend people were kind of trying, it felt, and I don't know what is the name of this fish, but I know that in Spanish, but piranhas, I don't know if anybody who speaks Spanish here knows that type of fish. Piranhas are very small, but they eat really quickly. I don't know the translation in English, but anyway.
It's piranha.
Piranha. Okay, so that's how it looked like. Like one person and then 10 piranhas just trying to eat the person. That didn't feel comfortable. I wasn't feeling it. I personally wasn't even feeling comfortable. I'm like, what you guys are doing? So anyway, I then ended up, because I was driving these people from the airport and back to the airport. So I have pretty much 4 hours of just building that relationship. And he even asked me, you guys like pushy, like you have, I said, you know what? And I used the card with him. Like I knew he was director intellectual. So he needs his time and he needs to analyze everything. I said, no, and I explained him how, because he has a company. So I explained him how you can increase their sales and everything. I said, no, you are intellectual. You take all the time. You know, I'm going to give you this information. Just analyze it. Take your time to analyze. And that is something that, so applying the drive system is so crucial. Just learn it. Learn it because you need to know how you're going to approach it. I cannot push him and ask for the sale immediately with an intellectual or even with an executive. They will take more time. And sometimes it's not about the mindset of a poor mindset. It's just that personality. So you have to allow that time frame for them to analyze what you're presenting. And for the executive, give them the time so you can prove them that this really work, okay? So it's just about that trust and that relationship of certainty that not only this work, you have to demonstrate that this work, but will it work for them? Because I can prove that it works. I even started a deal from Puerto Rico. I have purchased property even from Indonesia. So it works, okay? It's just, and the application from the services and from the education works. 4 years ago, I have no clue about sheet rocks and about sewer lines. You know, I just know it from that function, but it doesn't know that I have to do an inspection and all of these little details in a property. But now I know because I have taken my education and apply the education. So I'm still in progress, right? I'm an investor, but I'm still in progress. Every deal is different. Every situation is different. With every customer that I'm dealing with every prospect is different. I just re-engage in conversations with a couple that I met in Florida, maybe, let me see, I've been here in Utah for 23 years and I met them in Florida. So probably I know them for almost 30 years, almost, maybe 27 years. And I see them online sometimes, but I haven't really connect with them. And I decided to start connecting with them because I don't remember what I really posted, but she replied and then she told me that she moved to Utah. So I took the opportunity to say, I'm going to Utah. So what about if we get together? So yesterday we set the appointment for next Wednesday. I'm not want to rush her into it. I just arrived, so I want to go to your house, because that sounds like desperate. I want to go, to build that trust again. We know each other, we love each other and everything, but I have to reconnect. I have to build that safety net. And these people created a company, and I'm like, do you really market for the company or what? No, we build this company from sweat and tears. So, okay. So I know where they are in that position. So I'm going to go in a friendly manner, just, having lunch together and building that trust, building that relationship, building the confidence. And then I'm going to explain what I do. And then I can throw the question, like Dane always said, Have you ever thought about investing in real estate? Because I know that they haven't. So if you find people who are well set, that have the means and have the potential to purchase, it's just we need to inquire about where they at. Are they already investing? They've been not investing yet. Where are they putting their money? Because obviously we know that putting the money in bonds and the market and everything, that doesn't work. Really, what is best is to put money in real estate. So that's when then you expand their pain, find their pain, expand it, and then bring the solution. So, and that's where we refer to the feel, fail, and found. I feel, I know exactly how you feel. I felt that way, and I found this solution. And that's when you bring your story. These stories are powerful. The stories are, oh my goodness, I haven't entered every single Zoom up, but when I enter, it's like, oh, wow. There are people out there really making it happen, having results. People that you don't see often, that you don't see pretty much like they not exist, but they are there doing it, applying the knowledge and making it happen. So if you don't have results yet, it's because you have not put action. And maybe now it's time for you to analyze. Am I trusting what I'm doing? And I'm certain? Do I have the certainty or I am uncertain? If you are not sure about where you at, where you're going, and trace everything, your goals, your target, you may be sitting there without action. Because that's the point right here, guys. We have to feel safe. We have to feel trust. We have to feel that we are trusting, and now right now trusting people and trusting our and building trust for others. But what about the trust that I have within me? Have I taken the business from my head to my heart? Like Kelly was explaining, that yes, she did. Now it's a commitment. Now, because I have the business in my heart, I cannot quit. This weekend I was with Bob Snyder in his house. It's like a commitment with me, with him. I'm a PIT member. He selected me among 1,500. So I'm fortunate. So, and I have to continue building that trust, that safety. And I feel safe around the environment and about what I'm doing. So that's the environment that I need to keep to continue on. And when the thought of failure and the thought of quitting comes to you, say, no, hold on. I am committed with these people. I am committed with Bob Snyder. I'm committed with this company. But most, I am committed with myself because I know this works. I don't have to look anywhere else. I have recently one girl from Renato's hitting me up with some other products. And I said, you know what, you cannot do that. And in my position, I could just call corporate, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just have to educate her. In the ICM agreement, you cannot be cross-marketing. So don't do it. So yes, that stopped, right? But educating people, educating. But my question was, why she's looking outside? If she sells an essentials, even if she have not even purchased any services, she makes $300 with an essential. For $197, you become ICM, sell an essential without even having an essentials, and you make $300. But are you sure you understand? And are you sure that compensation plan is in your heart? That you with confidence can say, you know, I understand your situation. You probably cannot afford it, but you love to sell. Awesome. Become an ICM for 200, you know, round it up 197. Find somebody with the capacity to buy an essential or even the capacity of buying the entire combo. To make the numbers easily, if they buy the $20,000 extreme combo, you make $3,000. With $3,000, you can buy the essentials, $2,000, and you still have $1,000 in your pocket. But you as an ICM, you have to present this in that manner so they can see the possibilities and have the trust that this is possible. It is possible for you to sell an essential. It is possible for you to sell an EPX combo. Yes. And it is even possible to sell an X combo, any of the services. We have divided our services, the essentials, the profit, and AIT. So do you know that that's what we offer? Are you certain that what we offer is what it is? I was giving the presentation with these people for those hours that we spent in the car, driving from Bear Lake to the airport and so on, without a PowerPoint, without a napkin, because I know my services. I know what is in the essentials courses. I know that the essentials courses will help you to manage and maintain your money. That easy. That's how I learn it. With the essential courses, you're gonna learn how to manage and maintain your money. And you learn a little bit on the basics of how to find a property and how to analyze the property, but not enough to really do a whole deal and manage the whole deal, because there are no, you need additional classes for that. For my profit, if you have a business, you want to improve your sales, you want to automize your business and make sure that your business is out there in publicity and all of that, you need profits. And how do I know that they need profit? Because I need the conversation first. I build that trust, I build that relationship, that then I see the point, oh, he's not having a lot of sales. Oh, as a matter of fact, one of our courses will teach you how to improve sales 400%. How does that work? Because we have the 80-20 rules, right, on sales. Oh, and I have my drive card with me. How about if you do this? Let's test it. And he put the whole cards in order and everything. I know, and actually I did this. I said, okay, I explained what the drive cards were and what it means. And then I said, let me guess for the conversation that we have. We should not guess, but I'm gonna just write over here. So I wrote in the palm of my hand, director. Actually, I put relator and intellectual. And it was director intellectual. So I was quite close to who he is, just because I built the conversation, the wrap up, the trust and everything. And then now is the point where he has the information, he needs this time. We're talking on Monday. So next week is gonna be a busy week. Monday with this guy, Wednesday with this other couple. And from there, then I am going to create that trust relationship, that trust environment, that whatever I offer, if I said, I will be here for you, I'm gonna show you all the system. I always try to have my team members to be depending on the system, not depending on me. So system dependent instead of mentor, or we're not mentor, but ICM dependent. I don't want anybody to be dependent on me. I'm like a butterfly. I'm here today and tomorrow I'll jump on a plane and I'll be someplace else. So next Thursday, I don't know where I'm gonna be. But you know, so I don't want anybody depending on me. No, here are the calls. We have created so beautiful, beautiful system. So if you don't plug in, that isn't you. Don't blame Renatus, don't blame Michael, don't blame me, don't blame Kelly, don't blame anybody. Because we are here. If you created that routine, the routine, these calls are in my routine. If I'm not in the call, it's because something else came up. But this call is my morning routine, part of my morning routine. And I know most of you that are here constantly, you have put that into your agenda, and this is your morning routine, part of your morning routine. Okay? Why? Because we have the trust, we love each other, and we create this environment. It is time now to open up the mic and see what are the takeoff that you have from this conversation. I want somebody who has not participated yet in my calls. Anybody who would like to say, what is the takeoff that you have right now for this call? Let's see. I don't see everybody. Let me open up. See, I have 47 people in the call. I'm sure that you're taking up something. Who'd like to speak? What is your take-up from this conversation? What are the things that you're analyzing within you that you have to improve? Do you feel trust? Do you feel the certainty that you can do it? Not only that you build trust among your prospect, but do you feel safe? Do you feel the trust? Do you feel the certainty that you can do it?
Hi, Wanda. How you doing?
Doing great. Who's this?
This is John Tingono in Salt Lake City.
Hi, John. How are you?
Doing fantastic.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yes.
I wanted, first of all, I wanted to say thank you for everything that you have taught us today.
Thank you.
Second, I think personally what I need to improve on is knowing and understanding the product and services better. I think that's, I have been asking myself, what can I do better? Recently, I've been going through that self-analysis. And I think you have given me the answer today. I need to understand the product better.
Yes.
Even though I'm very excited about it, even though I'm very, passionate about it, but I don't think I understand it enough, because every time I get in front of someone to talk to them about the product, I freeze. I just, sometimes I don't know what to say. So yes, that's my takeaway from today.
Thank you. And that is so true. You know, John, what it is that your body goes through the phases that I explained on this research. It goes to your thoughts. Let's say somebody, like with this guy, I was talking to him. I didn't have a PowerPoint in front of me. I didn't have anything, not even the napkin. I was driving. So I have to use my mouth to speak up and say what it is. I'm picture the whole thing. So I said, let me explain you. We have the essentials courses. The essentials courses will help you to manage and maintain your money. In addition, it has like about 5 courses. Half of the courses are for you to understand the basics of real estate. The basics are just things that will help you to find the deals and analyze the deals, but not enough to really dive into a deal. And that costs $2,000, round it up. and just rounded it up. Then we have the next service that we have are the profit courses. Also, I always explain in the essentials courses, we have 10 courses. And then I go through the profit courses. We have 9 courses there, 7 instructors. That one is basically for you to understand businesses, to create your own business, if you have an idea, or for you to improve the business. And I even give them the example. I personally created my company 3 years ago, but now I have taken the class from Mark Kohler, and I was in tears because I have taken my business as a hobby. I have made a lot of money in marketing, but it's been a hobby. And I have to become a better CEO of my company, right? And then from there, then I go to the AIT. In AIT, you have 10 different tracks. You can learn from fix and flip, and buy and hold, and multifamilies, and you just name them. The profit is 3,000. These ones over here, if you buy the entire package, is 20,000. Well, the entire package is 1,000. So I rounded up into that. Then the guy asked me this: how long will it take me to complete the courses? Oh, very good question. Each of these courses are about 8 hours. So in the essentials, you have 80 hours. 80 hours, 8 courses, 10 courses, 8 hours, 80 hours. 10 courses, 8 hours, 80 hours. So if you dedicate 1 hour per day, 80 days, you finish. If you dedicate 2 hours per day, you could potentially finish in 40 days. But it's up to you if you put the time into the learning the courses. Or you can sit down, let's say you have 2 weeks vacation and you sit down like Scott Rowe did, and he sat down from 9 to 5. And you finish a course. And you find 10 days, not necessarily in a row, but you find 10 days where you sit down and you knock down 1 course per day. If you sit down there for 9 to 5. It could be even less because you can speed up the video and watch it a little faster, right? So basically I'm giving solutions. I am creating that safety net. When they know I know, they feel safe. But if they say, but how much are the courses? And you start mumbling, you're not certain. And not creating, if you're not certain, they're not going to feel safe, and the sale will not happen, right? But this is a perfect example. So my challenge to you is learn your services. Remember, at the beginning, Michael always said, how many services we have? 2. Now, how many services we have? 3. We have 3 services: Essentials, Profit, and AIT. Essentials, Profit, and AIT. Right here, from your heart, from your mind, it's there. I don't have to think, let me check it out. No. And if you don't feel like you don't know it yet, you say, let me show you. Because this may take, some time for you to memorize it, and you may have a prospect tomorrow, or right now you may create this environment of safetyness, and this person wants to know. And you're not going to stumble, I have essentials and profit. No. You say, let me show you. If you don't, for you to feel the certainty of that you know what are you selling, then you come inside. Okay, you don't have it memorized, perfect. Let me show you inside my portal, my student portal. Oh, look, essentials courses. So click on education, and education, the path, boom, essentials. Look at all the courses. Look how well organized. easy to navigate. You have courses that will teach you about taxes. Look at this, mark color. And that's how you bring it. But you are certain that what you have, these services are well done. Me as an educator, I can tell you that it is top of the line. The navigation, the robust platform that we have in Helios is top of the line. Well organized, you have notes, you can take the notes, you can write the notes there. You have your manuals that you can download and print if somebody wants to really write on it. That was another question that the guy asked me. Do we have to pay extra for books and materials? I said, no, absolutely not. All the courses have their own study guide. You print them or you can take notes online. Do you all know that? You need to feel certain that what you are providing, we have the solution. We have over almost 500 hours of solutions for people. If somebody wants to save in taxes, there are 2 courses. So right there are 16 hours of solutions that you can provide to a customer and to a prospect, just to create that safetiness, just to create that certain that when they buy in, they are confident. Remember that they're gonna have 3 things. They're gonna judge you, they're gonna judge the company, and they're gonna judge the services, okay? So if you have provided all that information, they can, with confidence, buy and do not have to be complaining or anything because you provided all the answers before the objections come. It is 9 o'clock, guys. I gotta jump out of this meeting and go into my PIT meeting and they're using the room. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful Friday tomorrow and keep it up. If you have,
thank you, Wanda.
If you have questions, let me know, but I'm always here for you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Wanda. I love the 500 hours of solutions.
Guys, thank you, bye-bye.